Hello guys, and welcome to another quick tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to adjust the bracelet on your Seiko Chronograph watch. This is going to be the one with the pins that can be pushed. As you can see right here, we have an arrow that shows us the direction in which we need to push out the pins. For this, so in order to do this correctly, safely, and to not damage your watch, scratch your watch, I would definitely recommend to go and purchase the basic watchmaker toolkit. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to the one that is the best in my opinion. This is an older version, but I can still do it with this one. And you are going to have all the basic tools in order to do this. In order to do this correctly, what you first want to do is to put the watch on your wrist, and you will be able to see how many links you need to remove. So as you can see right here, I am somewhere around 2 links or a little bit more than 2 links, but this particular model also has a micro adjustment. So this means that I can make it just a tiny bit tighter. So if you have micro adjustments, some watches are going to have more micro adjustments. These are going to be these extra holes right here. If you have more, you can play a little at the end in order to make it tighter or to make it more loose. So what I want to do is to remove 2 links. I'm going to remove both of them from this side, but in case you need to remove more links, you can, let's say, do one from one side and one from the other side. For this tutorial, you can use one of these. So this is going to be the pin remover, and I'm going to use this end in order to push the metallic pin right here in order to open the buckle. This is going to make it a lot easier for me to adjust my bracelet. Then I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to put everything on the left side of the table. And now, as you can see, I can have better access to my bracelet. And also we are going to do the same thing when replacing the watch battery. And I'm going to post a tutorial about that as well. In order to remove the pin that holds the links together, I'm going to use this tool right here. So this is going to be the link remover, and as I mentioned, we have these arrows right here, and I'm going to place my bracelet with the arrows facing that direction because I'm going to use the handle of this tool in order to push the pin outwards. In case you have different thicknesses for your bracelet, you can even adjust the height, so you can push the bracelet upwards or go a little bit down. And as you can see, the metallic pin comes out that way. So I'm going to now unscrew and I'm going to remove this one right here. I'm going to use a pair of tweezers. You are going to have all of these tools inside the basic watchmaker toolkit. In case you cannot do this with a pair of tweezers, you are going to use a pair of pliers. You can find these around the house, or you can even order one. So I'm going to also link a pair of pliers because sometimes they are very hard to take out. And now I'm going to, as you can see, we also have this middle end. As you can see, this particular bracelet also has a small spring inside right here. So I'm going to place that right here before putting the links back together. And now, since I want to remove 2 links, I'm going to remove 2 at the same time. So I'm going to go inside. So instead of going right here, I'm going to go to the next one in order to remove 2 at the same time. The same principle is going to apply. I'm going to take my pair of pliers, remove this right here, put it onto the table, remove this, and then I'm going to also make sure that the spring falls right here. And now I want to take these 2 out. As I mentioned, I want to remove 2 links, and now I'm going to put these back together. Now when putting them back together, I'm going to make sure that all of the arrows are going to be facing the same way, just as you see right here. First of all, I'm going to take a pair of tweezers and I'm going to insert the spring right here. Then I'm going to put these just like this, and now I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to put it on the end where the arrow shows me. So this time I'm going to go the other way around. Now I'm going to push it a little inside, and then at the end, as you can see, we have a tiny piece that comes off right here. What I can also do is put the bracelet right here, and now I'm going to take the hammer that I have inside the basic watchmaker toolkit, and we have two ends. We have the plastic one and we have the metallic one, which in my opinion is going to be brass on most of these. And now I'm going to use the plastic one in order not to scratch the bracelet, and I'm going to push this pin all the way so that when I go with my finger across the bracelet, I do not feel any scratches on my finger. So this means that everything is going to be smooth. Now I'm also going to keep these inside the watch box of the watch, and what I want to do is to make sure that I keep both the spring and the pin. So I'm going to keep the spring just like this. I'm going to use my pair of tweezers because I want to make sure that the spring is also secure right here. Now I'm going to push all the way, and this time I can push it just as hard as I can. I do not need to go necessarily all the way. And as you can see, this is how the links would look. So we have this spring that is right here in between, that on most bracelets from what I have seen does not exist actually, just on this particular Seiko model. And as you can see, I need to push the pin outwards in this direction and then put it back in from this side. Now I'm going to assemble the watch back together, and I'm going to put it on the wrist. As you can see, we can also use this tool in order to push the pinwards outward in this direction. And we do that using these punches. So I can place the bracelet just like this, with the bracelet with the arrows facing downwards, and then I can use the punches just like this, and the hammer this time with this end, in order to push the pin outwards. And as you can see, I'm going to turn it around. You can actually see that here it was pushed outwards. Now I'm going to push it back in, just like that. Make sure to take your time. You do not want to scratch or damage your bracelet, and that is why we use the plastic end. And now I'm going to put aside all of my tools, and I'm going to assemble the bracelet back together. And as I mentioned, I'm going to use not the first one, but the second micro adjustment, and that is because I want it a little bit tighter. In case you have more micro adjustments, you can leave it a little bit more loose and then do the micro adjustments using these ends right here. So when I want to put the spring bar back, I want to first insert it inside the first hole, just like that. And then on the other end, I'm going to use the spring bar removal tool. You also find it inside the basic watchmaker toolkit. And I'm going to push this end inwards, just like this. And then I want to make sure that it is going to go inside the second hole, and you want to make sure that it is inside on both ends. Now let's put the watch on the wrist. And as you can see, this is how the watch looks. I do not like it fully tight, and that is why I went with only 2 links and then 1 micro adjustment. In case you prefer it more tight, you can even take 1 extra link, but you can play in the beginning and see how you can do this by yourself at home. Once again, guys, make sure to pre-order the basic watchmaker toolkit, because if you have a brand new watch, a vintage watch, it doesn't matter, you do not want to damage it. And also you can use this basic watchmaker toolkit in order to replace batteries, adjust bracelets, replace straps. You can do all the basic, let's say, watchmakers tasks that you can do by yourself at home. And this is a great starter's kit. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to the more modern one that has, let's say, better and more modern tools as well. Link in the description box below. In case you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, it really means a lot. I'm also going to post a video on how to replace the watch battery, and also a full guide with all the functions and features of your Seiko chronograph watch. So how to use the chronograph, what each and one of these subdials mean, also how to use the tachymeter function, that is going to be something really cool that you might want to know, and also how to set the time and date in a safe way so that you do not damage the date wheel. In case you enjoyed, guys, once again, make sure to subscribe. And in case you want to purchase your first vintage watch, make sure to check out our website, vintageradar.com, because we have thousands of vintage watches for sale. Link in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next video.